So we're a few weeks into 2021 now, and I don't know about you, but as February draws quickly near, I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed. Time is already flying by this year. So I decided to write a list of spiritual and mindful practices that I often do to cheer myself up, remind me to focus on what I can control, and let go of any doubts, fears that sometimes try to get the best of me. These daily practices are beautiful, easy, simple things that I can do without too much preparation, if any. Some of them can be done literally anywhere, anytime. They are spiritual, mindful, beautiful things to do that remind me of my goals and what I'm in the midst of manifesting into my life. There's a real variety, and they can be as spiritual or as practical as you like. But however you choose to approach them and whatever you believe, I encourage you to try these practices for yourself and tweak them to suit you. Maybe you're just getting into the whole manifesting thing. Maybe you've heard of the law of attraction, or you've been trying to manifest for a while. Either way, it can be hard to know where to start or how to keep going. I believe that manifesting successfully comes down to just a few key things. Knowing what you want and why you want it, having the right mindset, setting your intentions, and taking action. So what simple things can you do every day to keep your manifesting mindset in check? How can you bring a little magic to your day without the need for a full ceremony or ritual every time you want to get spiritual? How can you practice mindfulness? And how can being mindful help you to manifest? In today's video, I want to give you a few simple, everyday things that you can do that will help keep you focused on what you're trying to manifest and the goals that you're trying to achieve. Not to mention, these are just honestly such lovely things to do. So get yourself a cuppa and let's get started. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name is Ebony, and this channel is here to help you reconnect to your intuition so you can manifest in the real world. If you're curious to learn about self-development and mindset, I hope that you'll consider subscribing and ring the little bell to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I'm so excited to share these simple daily practices that I alternate between regularly. Some of these things I try to do every day, some things I do once a week, some things I might even do multiple times a day. It all varies, and how often you include them in your day, in your life, is totally up to you. For each practice, I'll include a minimum time that I recommend spending on each thing, so you have some idea of how to work them into your day. Obviously, you can take as little or as much time as you want, but I thought it would be helpful to include a rough idea at least. Consider this a checklist of things that you can do if you're feeling a little disconnected or overwhelmed. All of these practices will help you realign with your goals and remind you of what you're trying to manifest. I hope that they will help pick you back up if you're feeling down. I hope that they will bring you joy and fulfillment and encourage you to keep on working towards those goals. My first suggestion is music. Sing, dance, listen to, or play or write music. Music is always my first go-to if I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I love listening to music and having music playing all the time, and I often stop and have a little dance. Lately, I've found myself listening to music as I get ready for bed, dancing when I get out of the shower or the bath, and taking time to connect with my body through the movement. I also sing and play ukulele, which I love doing anytime. Writing songs always makes me feel connected to my intuition and my goals, as any form of writing really can do, and it simply brings me so much joy. Try dancing and singing along to your favorite songs. It doesn't matter what you look or sound like, just have fun with it and you'll feel so much more positive as a result. Therefore, you'll be more likely to attract more positivity into your life. Having a positive mindset is crucial. It's impossible to have that high vibe, positive mindset all the time, of course, but music can really help you get there. My second suggestion today is to draw a tarot, oracle, or affirmation card. I love drawing a card of the day in the morning, though it really doesn't matter when you decide to pick up your tarot, affirmation, or oracle deck. Anytime you draw a card or two, or however many you'd like, you are reconnecting to yourself, inviting your intuition in, and pausing for a moment to reflect on where you are in your life and where you want to go. It can be overwhelming to learn a new card deck, but drawing simply one card a day is a great place to start. Use the guidebooks by all means if you need to, or if you simply want to know what the creator of the card deck has to say about the card. If you really want to take it up a notch, you can try journaling on the card that you've drawn too. At the very least, take a moment to reflect back on the card at the end of the day or first thing the next morning, and do your best to apply its lessons into your daily life. My third suggestion is to journal. Write everything down. Write. Whatever you want to write about, whenever you feel called to do it, put pen to paper or type into the Notes app on your phone. Whatever floats your boat. Just write as often as you can. Write down what you're grateful for. Start doing morning pages. I have a video all about morning pages if you're curious what that is. I'll link that up in the cards. Brainstorm ideas or scribble out a mind map. It doesn't matter if you consider yourself a good writer or not. No one else has to read it. I know I'm slightly biased because I've always been a writer. Ever since I was a kid, I've kept a journal and written in many different forms. So if there's one thing that has stuck with me throughout my life, it's how therapeutic writing can be. Getting your thoughts out of your head and onto the paper allows you to begin a process of letting them go. Write down the things that are bugging you and reframe them as much as you can. Look for a silver lining. Write freestyle until you think of a solution, or at the very least, try to consider the next step you can take. In writing freehand, without judging what tumbles out onto the page, you just never know what you might discover about yourself, from your dreams and ambitions to your fears and your doubts and everything in between. Plus, when it comes to setting goals or developing new habits, you're far more likely to achieve what you want once you've written it down. If you're not crystal clear on your vision and your purpose, it'll be a lot harder to make it happen. So if you haven't already written out your goals, do it right now. Pause this video. I'll wait. My fourth suggestion is to have a manifestation bubble bath. That's what I call it anyway. Take some time for yourself, put on some music and take a bubble bath. Being in water is so peaceful and also has so much manifesting and meditative potential. Let me talk you through a simple ritual that you can do while soaking in the bathtub. I've legit fallen in love with taking bubble baths lately, and I do variations of this little routine every time. Firstly, I recommend using essential oils. Essential oils can really help, as certain scents are attributed with different meanings. For example, if you want to bring more relaxation and peace into your life, lavender works perfect. If you're looking for more love in your life, then rose is a beautiful choice. If you want greater clarity in your life, rosemary is wonderful. Whatever you're striving for, there is an essential oil that will help you to focus on that particular aspect of your goal. If you're unsure what essential oil might work best for what you're trying to manifest, comment below and I'll do my best to help. So, use a few drops of whatever essential oil you like. Then, as you relax and feel the water around you, take a moment to meditate. Focus on your breath and let your thoughts pass by as though they are simply clouds in the sky. This sounds so simple and easy, yet meditation is always a little hit and miss. For me at least. Sometimes our minds are stormy with so many thoughts swirling around. Though if you've ever struggled to meditate before, seriously try it in a bath. Much like meditating when you first wake up, you're usually in a relaxed state of mind. After meditating for as long as you like, use this time in the bath to reflect on your goals and visualize. Imagine your dreams manifesting before you. Act as if your dreams have already come true and really believe it. Feel it in your body and see it in your mind with as much detail as you can muster. The scent from your essential oil should help you focus on the different themes that you're trying to manifest. And having a vision board or having your goals written out can really help with the specifics. Other things that you might want to add to really supercharge your bath can include listening to music, a podcast, an audiobook, or a guided meditation. Lighting candles or incense, especially if you set an intention as you're lighting them. Burning essential oils in a diffuser, journaling or reading while in the bath, sipping on a drink of your choice that you've also made with intention, such as cacao. And if you really want to take it up a notch, you can add different herbs to your bath or use a particular bath bomb that also corresponds with what you're trying to manifest. Similar to choosing particular essential oils that help you to focus on your dreams, goals, desires, and so on. Just like all of the practices I'm sharing today, what I'm currently terming a manifesting bath can really be as spiritual as you want. The main thing is that you're taking a moment for yourself, which will make you feel good. After your bath, as you pull the plug, let your worries, doubts, and fears go with the water down the drain. Shake off any stagnant and negative energies and step out of the bath renewed, energized, and excited to make your goals and dreams a reality. My fifth and final suggestion for you today is to set intentions. As I shared in my cacao ceremony video, I find that setting an intention for my day is really helpful. Whether you set an intention with cacao or not, I believe the intentions that you bring to each moment of your life can make such a difference to the outcome. For example, if you wake up and set the intention that you're going to have a wonderful day, you're essentially stating that you're in a positive state of mind. You're telling your brain and your reticular activating system in particular to focus on more positive things throughout your day. The way I see it is, intentions allow you to shift your mindset. Honestly, I think I need to do a separate video on this topic. For now, let me share with you one way to easily add intention into your everyday. Just like with cacao, try taking a moment to bless your food or your drink with an intention as you prepare and consume it. You can simply state, "This coffee will energize me and enable me to have a productive morning." As you make your lunch, your intention could be that the food will nourish you and you will feel satisfied and healthy after you've eaten it. Whatever it may be, setting an intention is like confirming to your brain what your expectations are. I find this so helpful and a lot of fun, and though it may be the placebo effect, I find that it really makes a difference. Mindfulness also has a part to play in this, I believe, as by setting an intention, you are also appreciating the moment, free from distractions. You're taking more notice of every bite or sip as you focus on consuming your intention along with your food or drink. So with that degree of attention placed on the experience, you're more likely to notice when you're starting to get full. You're more likely to feel the caffeine buzz. You're more likely to taste the spectrum of flavors in your meal. It's amazing how much more you can enjoy anything in life when you place more importance on being there, experiencing it in the moment. Setting intentions encourages you to be mindful. It's a really lovely thing to do, and I definitely recommend you give it a try, even if it does mean suspending your disbelief a little bit. When it comes to manifesting, setting intentions will help you to maintain focus on your goals too. If you have any questions at all about setting intentions, please do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to talk more about it in a future video as well, if you like. Just to quickly recap the practices that I shared with you today. 1. Dance, listen to, sing or play music. 2. Draw a tarot, oracle or affirmation card. 3. Journal, write everything down. 4. Have a meditative manifestation bubble bath. And 5. Set intentions. There are so many other things that you can do that will help you to manifest, especially when you consider the importance of having a positive mindset. Anything that cheers you up, that gets you thinking positively, that breaks you free from your doubts and fears. Anything that reinforces your goals and dreams, that reconnects you to your intuition. Anything like that will help you to manifest. Anything that raises you to a positive mindset will help you to manifest. Practice mindfulness. Call or message a friend. Go for a walk, stretch, exercise. Look at your vision board, visualize. Meditate often. You can incorporate so many simple spiritual and mindful practices into your everyday and make them habits that bring you so much joy every time. I hope today's video has been helpful. I feel like this really is just the tip of the iceberg. So now I'd love to know, which of the practices that I shared today are you going to try first? If you're curious to learn more about these mindful and spiritual practices and manifestation, I have a list of resources and recommendations over on today's blog post linked in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or suggestions, or find me over on Instagram at Ebony Highland. I'd love to see you over there as well. I truly hope that you've enjoyed today's video and that you consider subscribing if you haven't already, and make sure you ring the little bell to be notified when I post a new video every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this channel. It really does mean the absolute world to me. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to see you here again next week. So much love. Bye. And meditation, not purpose, potential. And also has so much meditative and manifesting potential. I keep forgetting that word. My fifth and final, whoops, knocked the mic. Have a manifestation, meditative, 4, have a meditative, oh my God, that's such a tongue twister.